Hello, hello, hello. This is going to be a very quick live from me because I'm about to join a call in a few minutes. So I'll have my other phone here so that I can keep an eye on the time. I've got 7 minutes. So what can I share in 7 minutes? Well, I wanted to make this video really to talk about what to do when it all becomes kind of too much. You know, for many of you, you're very busy. For many of you, you have responsibilities, not only at work, but at home with family. And for many of us right now in the middle of lockdown. And so many conversations that I'm having with people have been around the extra pressure they're feeling on a day-to-day basis through all sorts of reasons. It could be COVID, it could be the lockdown, it could be homeschooling, it could be trying to fit all of your work in and look after multiple other things as well. And, also it could be having these very difficult conversations publicly online. But the thing that people most come to me about and talk to me about is when it comes to putting themselves out there. Now, social media is definitely one way in which we put ourselves out there. And sometimes we end up showing a life that people don't often see. And sometimes we feel that we need to hide a life that people don't see too. So if all around you, the world is losing their head and you need a way to calm down, or you need a way to kind of regroup, get your senses back, maybe summon up the courage to be visible, to put yourself out there. I'm not known as the queen of being seen for nothing, and visibility isn't about me being seen, it's about you being seen. It's about you being able to spread your ripples far and wide in a way that has impact, in a way that people understand and get what you do. Hey Alan, good morning. So here are 5, looking at my post-it there, 5 very quick things that you can do when it all feels too much. And these are things that I've done even in the last 48 hours. Not everything, but there's some things, and I hope they're the most effective, most helpful things. So the first thing is you can read. Now, for many of you, especially if you're more introverted, having that time to regroup, it might be journaling for you, but often it's just sitting and putting your head in a good book. And the book might not be an educational book. The book might be pure fantasy. It could be purely fictional. But reading is one of the ways in which you can regroup, have your own cocoon, gather your senses or anything else. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, why not learn something? You know, during this lockdown, I'm kind of laughing and giggling. I've become highly addicted to cleaning unusual things. What does that mean? I'm not a big fan of housework. In fact, up until the lockdown, a cleaner would come in and clean. But I've had to do it myself. And then I noticed my lovely clean bathroom with its light cord that looked a bit dirty. So I untied that and cleaned that. You know, my trainers, the soles of my trainers didn't look very white. So I cleaned those. So I learned to do something new, and I learned a way. In fact, I've just descaled my kettle using just vinegar and water, not any nasty chemicals. So learning and doing things like that was a really helpful way to do something different too. And okay, so the third thing is I've reciprocated. What do I mean by that? You know, people say a lot about social media, and social media sometimes gets a bad rap for things that we're sharing and things that we're not sharing. But you know what you can do? If you see somebody who seems to be struggling, or has put out a post where they could use some help or some support, think about how you could help them, how you could support them. And if not you, then who else could do that? You know, just recently having gone through the final workshop, which will be tomorrow, on difficult conversations, on visibility of difficult conversations. I've been really amazed at how many people, without me even asking, have just gone and shared the workshop and endorsed the workshop, endorsed my work, and told people that they're going to be looked after. That's really a really important thing for me to have that support, especially through these turbulent times. So what can you do to reciprocate for somebody else? Fourth thing is listen. Sometimes the exhaustion comes from having to output all the time, having to speak all the time. So perhaps if we take, if you're the person that helps people all the time, maybe you're into social work, coaching, nursing, or anything else like that, it's likely that you'll always be the person to help someone else. So why not do something different this time and just absorb and listen? Then that way you're still supporting, but in a more quiet and gentle way. And then the fourth one, which given the post that I shared, and I'm not sure whether I'm on my business page or personal page. I hope I'm on my business page, but if not, hey ho, I'll just share it over there. Just recently, I remembered a song, There's No Stopping Us, and I shared it with my Facebook friends and said, who else remembers this? Sometimes when you reach your maximum in frustration or you're feeling down, the best way to get rid of it is to dance it out. And what better excuse than a lockdown where no one can see you anyway, to blast up your favourite music and just shake it out of your body. Those are just 5 of the things that I've done recently. Hopefully helpful. I am nosy by nature, as you know, so I'd be really intrigued to find out, what are yours? And by the way, the reason why I love these sorts of things, they're really easy to do. Oh, Amanda's on. She's saying, yay. Amanda, am I on my business page or my personal page? I can't tell. I should have been on my business page, but I'm not fussed anyway. Just don't want to annoy everybody with all my talk of visibility. That was all. But yeah, one of the things that I've come to realise is the importance of being able to take that time to almost have a bit of a reset ourselves. How important it is for us to look after ourselves. How important it is for us sometimes to get off the treadmill if we feel like we're on the treadmill. And there's some sort of magic behind this, because when we do, okay, cool, excellent. When we do, thank you, Anya. When we do take a moment just to kind of reset ourselves, dance like no one's watching, or maybe people are watching, and no, I won't dance in front of you, or just be able to release and just feel in a good space again. It's like we reset our brains. And when we have that reset, this is where I think the magic happens. So, this morning I woke up and read a friend's post. It was so heartbreaking and sad. In fact, I read 2 posts, and it's like I can't not have the conversations. If something's not working for somebody, I can't not share it. So I shared it. And of course, I'm only human, and I'm feeling so kind of helpless at not being able to help other people's situations. So one of the things I did was read. I also had a call with a really great woman, so had a really great chat. And I also sent a couple of messages because I wanted to acknowledge and thank people for some of the stuff that they've done personally for me in just the last few weeks. It might seem easy just to click share or like, and sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. But I really appreciate when people do share certain things of mine. So I took some time out to leave some voice messages for various different people. So, I've done that, and just that feeling alone just feels so juicy. So then I felt all reset and re-energized and ready to go. And I've got this call that I'm going to go on now. But, I can now go on to this call feeling boosted, feeling just like myself again. And a little note popped into my inbox. Somebody would like me to speak at their conference, or their organisation is holding a conference. And it just, I went into that message feeling really jazzed, feeling really juiced, feeling really great, instead of feeling down and tearful and upset and like I can't change anything. So the thing that I do want to say, for me, whether you deem visibility a thing that helps you professionally or personally, it's really important for you to always have your voice heard. For me, that's the reason why I'm known as the Queen of Being Seen, because you being seen, you being heard, you being noticed, and more importantly, you being visible is literally what makes me spring out of bed in the mornings. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, everyone. I'm off. If you missed it, have a rewind back. Bye for now. Love to you, Anya. Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you, Amanda. We'll be dancing. We'll be break dancing, all of us. And thank you to those of you who were watching but would rather not speak. And our masterman, Alan. Bye for now.